Hi, welcome to Requesting. The adventure continues with Hollow Knight, and we have to fight immediately.
Yes, we're getting right into it.
Oh, damn it, I didn't put the audio jack in.
Oh no, also you have the... Oh, okay, never mind.
No, we're good.
So this is episode 2 of us re-recording audio. If you missed the last episode, we lost audio for this one and the one before this. Mm-hmm. We're re-recording it over the episodes while we witness what has already occurred.
Yeah, it's like we're watching what happened over a month ago when we're fighting the Mantis Lords, and this was a fantastic boss fight.
Yes,
I loved it.
This was just a good episode.
Yes.
Hayden is currently doing well.
You spoke too soon.
Yeah, he was doing very well.
Yeah, but no, I was learning this fight, and I felt really good about it. Like, it wasn't so. It was different from the frustration that I felt fighting like the Crystal Guardian or the Brooding Mawlek or whatever.
Yeah.
Where I was just like, shit. This is unfair.
This fight is fair.
Yes.
If you get hit, you know why you got hit.
Yes. It's very well crafted, like that right there. It's like I had all the time in the world, to figure out like, oh, okay, I'm gonna get hit by this.
It is a fight that's very tough to heal, which you seem to be still trying.
Oh no! I think I had words after this.
You probably did.
Yeah, that audio is gone. We did find that bench.
Yes.
But yeah, as fighting the Mantis Lords was so freaking fun.
It's just a good fight.
Yeah. Getting to the Mantis Village each time, on the other hand, was...
Yeah. This is it's a 2-mask investment.
Yeah, 2
mask. Oh, there was that jump that we kept drawing attention to. Remember the whole screen jumped? Oh,
wait.
Do you know what happened in this episode?
Oh, right. Okay, so it might show up in this. It might show up in this. So I'm not sure when, but something happened where something happened after I lost one of the fights, where the screen would just not stop shaking.
Yeah, I think that's...
I think it might be the one after this, but we're like, what the hell?
Because what had happened is you beat the Mantis Lord right as you died.
Yeah.
And so the Mantis Lord's off dying, in the other part of the map, and you're respawning somewhere else.
Yeah. Or it was either the screen wouldn't stop shaking or my controller wouldn't stop shaking.
Something weird happened.
Something like that. And
you still don't know, you can just drop down.
It's still, still don't know it. Still don't know about it.
We still appreciate you.
Still appreciate Berserker Hayden plays Hollow Knight.
Don't go down. Oh my god.
Yep, I went down.
Just so
I know. Watching it again is just like, oh my god. And I'm gonna fight that Mantis down there.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Why?
Because I have to fight everything. Oh my god.
There's just no point.
I know, there's no point. Like, I had to use a mask for it anyway.
I think at one point you start using... Oh my god.
No, that went fine.
I think at one point you start using fireballs against the boss.
Yes, I know. Yeah, that shows you. Like, I'm learning.
You just don't use magic in this game. It's okay. I didn't either when I first played it. I never used magic. No,
I think it's because I had trouble. I had trouble with the idea that my magic was also tied to what I'd used to heal.
Right.
I was like, well, I don't want to not be able to heal. Wow, 2 hits.
I mean, that's kind of how it is in Bloodborne, though.
That's to a degree true, but that's like with your Quicksilver bullets.
You can cut your health to get more Quicksilver bullets, which is essentially mana in that game.
Right. I guess that's true, but maybe
I do that all the time.
Yeah, I mean, maybe for me, I was just like, I don't know. I would rather just bat.
I also get him back. When I played Bloodborne, I played really mana-heavy builds. Or Quicksilver bullet. I play, Blood Tinge builds, Arcane builds,
right?
Stuff where I will, if I'm not doing Blood Tinge or Arcane, I also probably am carrying the cannon.
Right.
Meaning I'm just always using an insane amount of bullets in that game.
That's not ideal. 1 mask. I don't know. I don't know. What's is this the one? Yeah. No, nope.
Not
got bapped. Not the one. Got bapped. Oh man. Yeah. Watching this is it's difficult.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. This. Okay. So he died. Well, I don't know what happened. He died. The screen is shaking.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is happening? And I don't know.
Your controller was vibrating.
My controller was vibrating screen. I was like, is the world ending?
Yeah.
Like, did I break the game?
Like, this isn't scripted.
Yeah. So this was a little thing we were freaking out over. And I was like, oh, never mind, it stopped. But I think, nope, it's still going. It's still shaking. And I was like, I apologize for any nausea that viewers may get from this, because
It was hard to look at.
Yeah, it was giving me some nausea. It's still giving me some nausea right now, just looking at it.
Yeah.
I was like, what? And it also made it very hard to bounce because everything is fucking shaking.
Yeah.
I'm like, good lord. What? Why? Wait. Oh, it's because, I went the wrong way.
Ooh. It's that big old jump right there.
Oof. Oh, man.
This is, I think this was the only instance of this, but I think it carries on to the next room. Oh, maybe not?
No, I think, it fixed itself by the room, I think.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's sort of like a one-time wonder thing. We're just like, what the hell happened?
Oh, dude, Team Cherry, since our last episode, they released, I don't know how they released it. They released the playable beta for this game, which wasn't ever released before. Like when the game was first just in prototype and in testing. Before a lot of changes were made to the game.
I'm pretty sure I never learned this.
No, I don't think you
did.
did.
But okay, so
cool, though. You started the game with 4 masks instead of 5.
Okay.
And your nail was significantly shorter. It was almost true to animation.
Oh wow.
How short your nail was. It was a much harder game in beta.
Wow.
Also, just different quirks about the UI and the world. Super interesting. There's a lot of videos out there about it, but super fascinating how they just released that. They're like, you guys love this game. Here's how it was before you got your hands on it, and
that's interesting.
Yeah. You have no masks going into this.
No, I was doomed from the start.
I think you might go back and try and fight another Mantis to get more.
No, I think I was gonna go for it.
Yeah.
Yep, I'm going for it. I was like,
a learning experience at the very least.
I'll give you guys a handicap.
You need one.
And there we go again. Mantis Lords, they were ready for this. They were ready for this fight. Yeah, look at him go.
Oh my god, this is gonna be a short fight.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is like one of the shorter fights, unless I just miraculously pulled through.
What if this is the one that you won and we just don't know it?
Maybe. I mean, like I said, we're guessing at what we're gonna see in the future. Like, oh, I think. Yeah, why?
I'm not sure.
I think this is where I started to have the idea of, oh, what if I just fireball them while they're on the wall?
Yeah.
Or, I'm sorry, vengeful spirit.
Yeah. Hey, fireballs are. Ooh.
Yeah, I thought about it. I really did. Yep. Nope. Okay. Nothing happening there.
There's only like one game where it's always annoying when people say fireball, and that's like when I'm playing an NRS fighter, a NetherRealm Studios fighting game. Because
is that related to Shadow Raid Legends?
No.
Or Shadow Legends out.
NetherRealm Studios is people who makes Mortal Kombat and Injustice.
Okay.
It's Ed Boon's company. Oh, Ed Boon. What a guy.
Ed Boon.
He's something else.
Oh, is he?
Ed Boon's one of those guys who I think he thinks he's way cooler than he really is.
Oh no. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know anything about it.
It's
so
like, yeah, Mortal Kombat's cool, Ed, but it stops there.
Yeah.
But I forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, so I hear a lot of commentators and stuff will be like, ooh yeah, he puts out a good fireball when you're playing like Aaron Black, who's a cowboy with guns. It's like any projectile in Street Fighter, call it a fireball, sure, whatever,
or if you want to be super annoying, Hadouken.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Or like, because I mean, it even goes. I've learned recently because I've actually just recently picked up Street Fighter. It even goes beyond that, where I used to call your forward down and then angled forward and down input in fighting games. I used to call that your Shoryuken input because that's how you Shoryuken in Street Fighter.
Right.
Come to find out, before it was even that, it was the Dragon Punch. I don't know what game that's from.
Oh man, even I don't know about that.
But that was that's what people call it. They call it DP1 or DP Light Punch or whatever, and that's your Dragon Punch input. I'm just now. I used to be a Mortal Kombat and Injustice fanboy to the end, and that's the only fighting games I knew how to play.
You were ride or die for those.
Yeah, and now I have.
You have died.
I have. Yeah, I have been opened up to the world of Street Fighter, which I love. I still love I still love Mortal Kombat, and I still love it from a competitive standpoint, and people will fight me on that, and they'll say Mortal Kombat sucks, you know, competitively or whatever. I think it's cool. I think it's still a lot of fun to watch, and there's a lot of intricacies to it. I definitely get the fact that Street Fighter is more so.
Yeah. Well, I think, I don't know. I don't know about anything about the competitive fighting game scene. Like, does it come down to complexity of button inputs? Does it come down to, you know, like complexity of like variance of characters? Like, I mean, for Mortal Kombat,
so hard to say for sure.
Yeah.
I think with Mortal Kombat, I think it comes down to is how hard does the game hold your hand?
Right.
Because in a game like Mortal Kombat, it gives you your combos. It says, here are your 10 strings of buttons that will do your 10 different combos.
Okay.
And everything's pretty much special cancelable, which means you can cancel it into special moves. And the inputs are always going to be a little bit simpler, and that's fine.
Right.
So a lot of people out there, like, because of that, Street Fighter is just gonna always be a better game. And a lot of people say that Tekken is the best fighter, even though for a while 3D fighters weren't even considered viable, or not viable, but they weren't even considered competitive.
Right, because I mean, oh, there we go.
Yeah.
So that was a full mask. I'm sorry to interrupt you on that.
No,
so that's a full mask. So we're doing the 2 now, and I feel like this is. It was just an absolute disaster. Oh wait, we talked about this in the last episode. So I dodged that, and I'm waiting for where I figured out it's how to take advantage of a frame.
Or a
pixel.
Right here. Oh, maybe.
That was, I mean, kind of. Oh god. So that was kind of it.
Yeah.
I there's a better example later. But no. So on that note. Like Soul Calibur 6 recently.
I love Soul Calibur.
I've been a fan of Soul Calibur for a long time.
Soul Calibur is not considered to be one of the more intense fighting games, though. Soul Calibur's kind of considered to be one of the more casual ones.
I mean, I would be inclined to agree with that because, you know, I think in many ways there are, you know, don't, you know, pitchfork me for this, but there are some characters who are clearly better than others, like from a sort of casual standpoint and a competitive standpoint. Like Siegfried is a hell of a lot better than, say, I don't know, Xianghua.
Yeah.
You know, Xianghua, I hate playing as her. She's annoying. Her moves do no damage, and it takes 1,000 years for her to do anything because just kidding. She flips around, flips the sword around. Maybe it does a counter, then no damage. Siegfried does 2 hits, and your half your health bar's gone.
Right. Or like I know Siegfried's good. I know Nightmare's good.
Yeah.
I play Aswell.
Aswell is a treasure
for many reasons. I love his moveset.
Yes.
And I also think he is just a treat.
Yes. He's such a piece of shit.
Oh, he's amazing. He's my favorite.
We're doing some notch work here.
We are. Because we wanted to give you, I think we gave you Soul Eater, so you just have like a bunch of soul to do like magic and stuff with.
Yeah, because I think, we unequipped Grub Songs.
We don't need the compass.
And the Thorns, we were like, we gotta take the training wheels off.
I think we took Thorns off because the fight was so fast paced that extra couple of frames where it holds you in the air after you've been hit was doing more harm than good.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
If I remember our conversation correctly, I think that was our rationale for taking Thorns off.
Yeah.
Of course, it makes it a lot harder to fight these guys considering you mostly killed them with just Thorns.
Mm-hmm. But hey, that means I had to learn how to not do that. But like, look at like all the soul like that I would get. It's like I was like, oh, okay, shit, I can use Vengeful Spirit more. I can use my other stuff.
Moving forward, do you want to use Thorns less? Just so
I think I gotta stop it. I think I'd rather stop using Thorns so much. Because I know there's better stuff for me.
Being able to just throw out spells, once you're used to using especially the downward dive, taking advantage of the iframes of your Desolate Dive, is that what it's called?
Desolate Dive, yes. Yeah, I remember that.
Because there's a second variation that has a different name. So I forget which one's which. But
Destructive Dupe.
I think it's Dark
Dupe.
No, I think it's like Dark Descent. Not the Amnesia game. Descending Dark, that's what it is.
Descending Dark, okay.
Oh, you were so close.
I know, I thought it's like, hey, what's this big middle thing here?
What's this giant opening with no enemies or spikes? Probably not interesting.
It's like, not interested. Yep, I was getting a little soul. Getting a little heal, getting a little soul.
Yeah,
Yep.
look how much soul.
Yeah, you get a
definitely in the play.
ton.
Oh, but I love
going in for
fighting
the next
games.
try.
I think the FGC is amazing. I think if you haven't seen the trailer for not Grand Blue, I always say that. If you haven't seen the trailer for Guilty Gear Strive, go watch it. It's
dude, Guilty
best looking fighting game ever made.
I gotta check that out because
We'll watch it after this episode.
I played the original Guilty Gear.
Yeah.
Like, I think, well, I don't know, it may not be in the original. Whichever one was on the PlayStation 2, which may have been X2.
Okay.
Maybe. But that was, I loved it. I loved, like, sort of the anime style. And that, like, paved the way for the other, like, anime style games, like freaking BlazBlue.
Yeah. So Guilty Gear Strive, it looks like a Trigger show.
Really?
It looks so
I love Pseudo Trigger.
It looks like my buddy Ryan and I, we were watching the live stream for one of the most recent character reveal a few days ago.
Yeah.
And we were like, this is the prettiest fighting game we've ever looked at.
And that's like saying something because like the art style in like the hand-drawn fighting games has like started with like Dragon Ball. Like, was it one of the Budokai games or where they started using the hand-drawn style? Look at me go!
No, dude, you're kicking ass.
Yeah. Like, was this? I don't know if this was the run, but okay. Wait, check it out. Look. No, this isn't it. Nope. Wait. No, because I think I was starting to figure out that there was a friend. Oh wow, that was awful.
That might be the lost momentum that they needed.
Yeah, but I have full goop, so like, man. But like, do I have to? No, wait, here it is. Check it out.
Oh.
Yeah, no, but it's like I dodged under one. Oh my god.
So
what an ass beating. Oh man, like I know it's like looking at it again. I'm like, oh, is this it? Am I gonna do it?
It's such a good fight.
It's such a good fight. But where is it? So yeah, the hand-drawn fighting games with, like I said, I think it started with one of the Dragon Ball games where these like the hand-drawn style, like practically the show style, was put into like cutscenes and how they moved, and it looked gorgeous. And then they brought that over to. It was one of the crossover games with...
Was it BlazBlue Cross Tag?
BlazBlue Cross Tag, I think, where they had Ruby characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Persona 4 characters.
Yeah.
So they did that with that, and then Grand Blue Fantasy Versus most recently did that as well.
Great. Grand Blue Fantasy Versus is fantastic.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about Grand Blue Fantasy. Like, people assume I do because, like, oh, you play Fate Grand Order. Like, you must know Grand Blue Fantasy. I'm like, no, one gacha game at a time, please. Thank you.
Grand Blue Fantasy Versus it's fun. It's definitely Grand Blue Fantasy Versus here is because this goes back into my previous argument about fighting games. Is a fantastic example of how you can have a simpler fighting game or a more hand-holdy fighting game and it still be competitive because they're just straight up move shortcuts in that game. Interesting. Where you can either perform the move with the correct input and use it, or you can just press a button that does it for you, but it's on a cooldown. Oh, okay. So it's there are times where even pro players, they'll be like, I'm not gonna risk misinputting or taking the time to input this move. I came so close. I came so close to doing it. I'm just gonna use the shortcut, and that's in that game, and it's still a really good game. But a lot of people they say Smash isn't competitive and that's the only one I'll kind of agree with to a certain level, only because it was never meant to be a competitive game. Right. And it was sort of like made competitive. Yes. Which, but even now, I mean, I think Smash is a great game to play competitively. I think Mortal Kombat's a great game to play competitively. I think Soul Calibur is a great game to play competitively. Yeah. Soul Calibur is just fun to watch. As long as there isn't too much randomness, as long as it's not Mario Party, I think any game can have a competitive scene. Because as long as it's not luck based. Yeah. Where you have, I agree, like kind of the Mario Party-ish. I'm trying to think of a fighting game that does have that sort of element, but I can only really think of, in like older fighting games where like the AI and just like generally the inputs aren't well put. Yeah. Like generally when you have your knockoff Mortal Kombat games, you have like, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know a lot about fighting games, but I know like earlier ones where like the Sailor Moon fighting game.
Oh yeah. There's also a Gundam fighting game. Yeah, and there's like characters that are very clearly better than others. Like I don't know how you'd ever use them competitively. Gundam Battle Assault 2 with Big Zan. Wait, is this it? Nope, it's not it. I know exactly. Nope, wait, maybe this is it. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, so okay, I might as well like kind of let the secret fly. So when the discs fly under you, when like they're just above your head, if you go into the heal animation, you'll dodge them. You're ducked just enough.
You'll drop your head down a little bit.
Yes, you'll duck your head just enough to miss it because I think I tried it without doing that. Yeah, check it out.
Cool.
I got hit because I was yeah. Oh well.
You gotta be. It's pretty precise.
It's pretty precise. So I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know how well. Oh my god.
Alright, you're losing it.
Oh no! Look at that dodge.
Oh, you're so close.
So close. I had to. Yeah, it's like you just don't have time to get a mask.
You don't have time to heal. You were in a mad groove there earlier.
Yes, I really was. Like I said, absolutely fantastic boss fight.
While you were talking, I thought of one game that should absolutely never be played competitively. That I used to play competitively.
Oh no! What's that?
Pokemon. Oh my gosh! If you care.
Oh, like Pokemon in general, or
the video game? Any video game iteration of Pokemon.
Oh,
should not be played competitively.
This is gonna be a hot take, dude.
Yeah.
There's a huge competitive Pokemon scene.
And I was in it for a long time.
I was there.
If you care anything about yourself, do not play a competitive game with random crits, with random chances to burn or to poison. You'll hate yourself. It will consume you. You'll lose matches you shouldn't have lost. You'll win matches you shouldn't have won, and then people will call you names online. If you care, you just play Street Fighter. Play the card game, whatever. Even the card game has some luck elements to it. But when you're playing the video game and you get perma-flinched by Togekiss, you will want to rip your hair out. All right,
It's got close to my hair. It's like, you have a fucking Pokemon. Yeah. But you know what? Everything you've just said is totally valid. Yeah. For the fact that yes, there absolutely is random chance. I mean, yeah, what's the competitive like Smogon? Like Smogon.
And that's gonna, even just mentioning that's gonna have some people be mad because they're like, Smogon is terrible and only VGC doubles should be played.
Okay. And I'm like, oh, I don't know. I just
it's basically there's gonna be your two ballparks of Pokemon, and that's your VGC doubles, which is your acknowledged by the Pokemon Company way to play that game competitively.
Right.
And that is two teams of 6 picking 4 Pokemon from each team and playing doubles. Okay. That is the Nintendo Company recognized way to play Pokemon competitively. It's what they do at Worlds. Then there's the Smogon. So Smogon is this independent third-party community, I'll call it, where they made their own rules.
Can we just talk about how I didn't lose a single master in that?
That was great.
It was dope as shit.
But they made their own set of rules, which I prefer. For the 3 or so years that I was really into the competitive scene, and I was pretty damn good too. Like I wasn't a total scrub like I am at fighting games. I preferred Smogon. I almost never touched VGC.
Look at that!
I know.
Look at that dodge!
It's great.
I promise I'm listening to you.
No, you're fine. Only because what's nice about Smogon is it gave first of all, it put some rules in place that just made the game more fun. Yeah. You can only put one opponent to sleep at a time.
Right, because sleeping people is so I pissed off so many friends with my Roserade in Gen 6. Yeah. Where I just sleep powder like other competitive teams. Oh, I got one. Oh my god. I think was this the victory run?
This is the run.
I think this was the victory run.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah. That was it. That was the victory run. And then they're just like, yes.
Now this next part. we'll get back to the Pokemon discussion here in a bit because this
Yeah.
next part is just amazing. I think we're just talking about the fight here.
Yeah, I think I was like on my cooldown. I was just like,
Because that fight is fantastic, and there was some cleanup work we had to do up here. Some more stuff that opens up.
yeah.
But this was the big reveal that I wanted to show
Yes, and that I almost messed up.
you. Yeah. So
The Mantis, yeah.
the Mantises, they don't fight you anymore. They recognize you as an equal.
I think I bowed to him.
Yeah, that's what you were doing. They recognize you as an equal, and they don't attack you anymore, which means no more one mask investments for you.
I could not tell you how relieved I was. I was just like, but I was also terrified that I was accidentally going to kill one in a berserker rage.
Yeah, but to go back to what Smogon does is they split all the Pokemon into different tiers, into different usability tiers.
Yes, I'm familiar with that kind of.
Yeah, and what that does,
Like there's like uber overused, underused,
it's
or
Ubers, overused, underused, rarely used, partially used,
and is there a never used?
and then never used. Yeah.
Okay.
And I think those are going to be your tiers. I was a big fan of UU, which is short for underused, because those were all the like you could still have a lot of fun and do a lot of quirky stuff in UU, but you weren't fighting legendaries and pseudo legendaries and stuff like that, which you were doing in OU.
Yeah, it just seems like a nightmare because I play very like, you know, my strategy of playing Pokemon has always been the same since red and blue, same since red and blue, which was use what I like, hope it's got type advantage, hope I can kill whatever is there in one hit.
Yeah.
And generally that works out, but I have gone up against competitive teams and it is so frustrating to be in battles against competitive teams where I've had people just tell me like, oh, if I get this move off, I will win in 5 turns.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, dickhead, like where's the fun in that? Like, why would I bother? Ooh, what's this?
Yeah, no, Azumarill.
Oh, Mark of Pride.
Yeah, I remember this was the one that it's the better long nail.
Oh, yeah. And I was just like, look at my nail.
Yeah.
Well, of course I have to go to a bench, but you know.
Which is the one right here.
Yeah.
But I think I told you to combine both just to see the power of long nail Mark of Pride.
Yeah.
It's insane. Like long nail Mark of Pride is ridiculous. And I hope I did. Yeah, I did show it off.
Okay, and then long nail should come after that.
The swing length on that thing, it's just massive.
It is insane. And I was like, yes, good. This is all I need for the rest of the playthrough.
I don't think we kept that on, but I think I was just like, yeah, it's insane. I don't think we kept it on because you need like your compass and stuff.
Yes. Very much so, especially for where we're going next.
Yeah, I forget. Oh, we are using thorns again. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's a good setup. What you have, unless do we take thorns off and?
I think we took thorns off. Yep, we took thorns off. I think we took thorns. Because, well, the problem was thorns was I needed 3 for Mark of Pride.
Right. So I think we took thorns and long nail off and traded it for Mark of Pride. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a great early game notch setup.
Yeah, because like it's still huge.
You still got a big swing.
Yeah. But going kind of back to Pokemon, I don't know how much time we have left in the episode, but you know, I use my favorites no matter what, but I've gone up against like random matches with clearly competitive teams like the Belly Drum Azumarill teams.
Right. Yeah.
And it's just like, God, that's so annoying.
Yeah.
But my greatest pride with which then became one of my favorite Pokemon was beating what was probably a child across the world.
Yeah.
Soloing with my Carbink.
Yeah.
I soloed it like I think it was I don't remember the first one, but I took out one, but then it was up against a Mega Mewtwo Y.
Oh jeez.
And then Charizard.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna lose. But for whatever reason, with his Mewtwo, he could not overpower my Carbink before I just moonblasted him into infinity.
Dude, look at all the money.
Yeah, look at all that money.
Did we go into deep nest with that much money?
I really hope we didn't.
Surely
we didn't go into deep nest with all that cash.
We'll find out, I guess.
I guess we'll find out.
Is that we ending the episode here?
Yeah, let's check the time. Yeah, I think this was the end.
We are. Well,
okay, so
thanks for sticking around for the 2 lost episodes here.
yes, the next episode has the original audio, so it may not super match up with what we're talking about here.
Yes, we recorded this after the next episode, so anything that we said then, I can apologize for.
Yeah,
because this is after the fact.
8/27. Yeah, good God, we like it showed the title like August 27th was the last time when we recorded this.
Yikes!
Ugh, but it's been a wild ride since then. But we're gonna get some episodes out more frequently now. I know there was a bit of a break. So thank you for joining us. Hit that like button, comment that button the comments, butt in the comments. Don't butt in the comments. Please don't butt. But thank you for tuning into requesting.
Yeah,
and
catch us next time.
Yeah, we'll see you later. The adventure will continue. Have a lovely evening or day or whatever. Toodaloo.
Bye.